Good morning, everyone. This is Mr. Rowe. We're looking at Algebra 2. We're trying to figure out the quadratic equation based on the given information. In this particular problem, we're given a table, and we're told that we're using vertex form. So that's vertex form right there. In vertex form, we have this HK, which is the vertex, and then we have this constant of variation that we're going to have to find. Or not constant of variation, it's just a constant. If you'll remember from the lesson, you should have been told that kind of gives you a hint. Well, it doesn't give you a hint. It tells you if it opens like that or if it opens like that. And then the size of the number tells you if it's a very narrow parabola or if it's a very wide parabola. So that's kind of the deal with that. So we got to find both of those in order to figure out what the equation is. And we're given a table. So let's take a look at the table and see maybe if we have some hints as to what we got already. So first thing I notice is that we're given the y-intercept right here. That's where x is 0. And then we're given a point at 10. We're given a point at 12. And we're given a point at 14. This is a hint right here because these are the same distance apart, these x values. And if you notice the y values, these two end up being the same. So basically what we have is we have some symmetry there. So we've got a point at 10, 1.8. We've got a point at 12, 3. And then we have a point at 14, 1.8. So that kind of forms your parabola. So I'm assuming that point is the vertex because of that symmetry. And if we take a look at the graph, it's not a bad idea sometimes to graph these things so you can get a visual. You notice we got the y-intercept right there. And then, yeah, that kind of looks like it's the vertex because these points are symmetric. And if you drew the parabola, it's going to be a great parabola right through there, just like that. Oh, look at that perfect parabola. And it does have that parabolic shape, and that is the vertex right there at 12, 3. And so we're going to substitute that in, and then we're going to use another point to kind of go through and then find that constant value. So here's what we got. We got y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. We're going to substitute in that vertex. So ax minus 12 squared plus 3. And now we're going to pick a point. You can pick any point you want. I like to pick points with zeros in it, because zeros are easy to work with. So I'm going to pick this one because it has a 0. And that's negative 40.2. So we're going to substitute that in, see what we get here. So I'm going to come into my problem. I'm going to substitute negative 40.2 equals a, which I don't know, x, which is 0 minus 12 squared, plus 3. We got negative 40.2 equals a negative 12, or 0 minus 12 is negative 12. Negative 12 squared is 144 plus 3. And now we're just going to solve. We're going to subtract 3 here. So that gives us negative 43.2 equals 144a. And now we're going to pull up Desmos Scientific Calculator. Why Desmos? Because it's one that you're going to see on most of your standardized testing now, and it's easy to use, and it's online, and it's free. So those are all the nice reasons to use Desmos. All right, so let's pull up that. I got to find the right tab here. There's my Desmos calculator. I'm going to now solve this by dividing by 144. And so on my graph, on my Desmos calculator, I'm going to type in negative 43.2 divided by 144. And you see I get negative 3/10, or negative 0.3. So that's my value of a. So I get my final equation. Y equals negative 0.3 x minus 12 squared plus 3. So that's the final answer. So I hope this helps you with this situation that you're going to have in your lesson. If you still struggle with this or you still have questions, please let me know. We can set up an appointment or I can get you some other resources to help you out.